Yo, boom. You know what I was thinking? I was like, yo, if Jesus was a real person, we wouldn't be able to treat him or recognize if he was really Jesus. For a lot of reasons. Everything exterior or outside themselves is always deemed an indicator on how this person is. And I highly doubt Jesus is gonna have any fucking estate or any vehicles. You know what I mean? Like, what about? That's how I'm perceiving it. Because if he's just born with money, born with all this shit, he's not going to be able to really understand people's endeavors. You know what I mean? He's not going to really grasp people. Because he has to live the human experience to comprehend, what's going on. Right? So he definitely wouldn't be born just rich with money. So, like, he would have to really tap into something that's going to keep him leveled. And with that being said, he's not going to really gravitate to the materialistic shit because he's probably not going to be born with that shit. Because if he was born with that shit, he wouldn't be tapped into the most important thing. What makes you happy without anything else. So more or less learning how to produce fucking happiness with yourself. And that's what Jesus would have been. A lot of people don't do that. And if anything, a lot of people are personifications of Jesus or what he would be. Very open, very joyful, very themselves, you know what I mean? People get irritated by that because they can't be that. So in reality, if Jesus was a real person for the Christians or even Allah, whatever, I'm sorry, I don't want to disrespect her like that, but if they were a real person and with the evaluation of your just view on life, y'all would treat that man, whatever, like y'all would treat him harshly, bro. Y'all do him bad. And that's just mad funny. Oh, you need to repent. Jesus is coming. Like, how you think he's coming? You think, like, he can't pull up in the way that you see and perceive in movies, bro. Like, he just can't, bro. He won't be able to comprehend us in the way that he needs to comprehend, bro. That's what made Jesus so fucking beautiful. Because he is in a human form. He is somewhat human, nigga. He dies, nigga. But he's just choosing to be righteous. But yeah, like, I just had that thought. Like, if nigga Jesus was real, bro, a lot of people wouldn't even be able to recognize or even want to show love because he'd actually be the opposite of what you've been fucking programmed to be. And with that being said, it's not that Christianity could be wrong. It's just more or less Christianity was used in a fucking wrong light, in a wrong way. And that's with a lot of religions. If anything, religion is oh man. Religion should be able to teach you how to love yourself, bro, and realize yourself is like everything around you, bro. For me, that's why I get into shamanism and shit like that, but I ain't trying to elongate the bit. But yeah, how y'all feel about that? I feel like if Jesus was a real person, we would understand him. And after that, if Jesus was a real person, how would he come down? Would he be a beam from the light? Would he be born and like through like people on some weird shit? But then that would change so much. That would mean like the story is somewhat fabricated. Cause like how, like, you know what I mean? How is he aligned to this bloodline? If you know what I mean? Shit like that just be questioning. But I very much know for a fact Jesus more or less wouldn't be born in a rich environment because he just wouldn't be able to tap into himself. Why you think a lot of rich kids be like, oh, I can't do such and such because I don't have the, you know what I mean, that struggle. But that, damn, I don't know, because I'm just coming with thoughts. More or less, it's showing that like the pain that we perceive on like a surface level as being bad is actually a gift, a reward. Because it's going to push you only upwards. You know what I mean? You're not going to want to stay in that. But if you're rich, it's like you're born with comfort, so you're not wanting to, you feel me? Gangster. But yeah, how y'all think? I'm tweaking? I also look good, man. Yo, keep on showing up, man. Keep on showing up. Everything gonna make sense, bro. Mentally, spiritually, physically, all that shit. So, much love, I said.